Hey guys, I am sitting here in the church parking lot and just thinking about a couple things. The main thing is just this idea of being an image bearer of God keeps coming back to mind, especially in light of what's going on in our world. With the death of George Floyd and how all that went down to all the different viewpoints on reopening and the back and forth, and I just keep going back to this idea of being an image bearer of God. And what does that mean? Being an image bearer of God is it's not a skin color. Being an image bearer of God is not about choices that we make. Being an image bearer of God, it isn't even based on what I believe. Every single one of us is an image bearer of God. That means that at the very base level, that we each should have a basic respect for life, regardless of what we choose to believe, how we choose to act, where we choose to go, who we choose to be with. That there's a basic respect that we should have for life, because God has made us in His image, every one of us. And the thing is, when opinions get in the way, when maybe presuppositions get in the way, attitudes get in the way, we tend to treat each other as though we're not image bearers of God. And so, for instance, we're thinking about reopening here in the next few weeks, and we hope over the next 2 weeks to provide more details as far as what that looks like. And there's going to be some different guidelines that we're going to go towards, and I realize that not everybody's going to like the guidelines. On one side you have people saying things like, oh, this is all a conspiracy, we just need to go back to normal. On the other side, you have people saying, man, I've had family members that have died because of this. On another side, you might say, you might have somebody say, I just want to be careful. I don't want to gather back together too fast. And so all across the board, you have these different perspectives. And right in the middle of this, we're making decisions on how do we gather back together. And so that means no matter what, somebody's going to be angry. Somebody's not going to like what we decide. There's a third of the people that want to get back together. There's a third of the people that don't want to get back together. And there's a third of the people that are kind of right in the middle. And so no matter what we decide, we're gonna make somebody frustrated. And it's in moments like that we need to remember that we are image bearers of God, and we have love for one another. Even though the decisions may not be what we would decide for ourselves. That means that maybe we wear a mask, not because we think we have to, but maybe out of love for somebody else would make them more comfortable. I think that's what that means. Maybe it means that we may not agree with somebody's decision making, but out of love for them, instead of jumping into an argument, we support them and we're side by side with them. Maybe it means that as an image bearer, we have a regard for life, and fight for life of every person. And maybe that means that sometimes we need to be the person that stands up and says, hey, don't do that. Let the man breathe. It's just kind of what I'm facing, and what I'm finding myself kind of thinking about today. And so, church, I would just encourage you, as we continue to move forward, think about what it means that we're all image bearers, and what that means about your attitude, what that means about how you share your attitude, how you share your opinions, how you share your thoughts. Is it out of a place of love? Is it out of a place where you want to make those around you better because of your presence in their life? Jesus said, man, I want you to be unified. I want you to have love for one another so that all people might know that you are my disciples. because of your love for each other. So let's remember that, and be praying. Be praying for our world. Be praying for our church as we make some big decisions, knowing that not everybody's going to be happy because of that. All right, we'll talk to you later.